Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Jitendra Rathore. I am teacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today I am going to talk about Shiva Sutras and what we can learn from Shiva Sutras. And I am having a book, authentic book, which one is written by Ranjit Chaudhary. This is Shiva Sutras, and I am going to talk about all the Shiva Sutras and what we can learn and how to implement thus all the Shiva Sutras, Lord Shiva Sutras in our life. So let's start. Chaitanya Atma. Chaitanya Atma means the self is consciousness. Chaitanya, our chit, our Chaitanya is our consciousness. So we just have to understand who we are, and once we understood who we are, at that time we don't need to understand anything. We don't need to get anything. Just understand who we are. Self is a witnessing of the self within us. Our self, our soul is witness of our all the sinful activities. So we just have to understand who we are and what kind of our relation with Supreme Lord, Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna. And self is witnessing of the self within us that observe all our actions, when we are in the state of awareness, we are witness, and this witness is none other than our self or our soul. Our witness is nothing, our observation. There are two kind of bird which are sitting on the branch of the particular tree. One is our body, one is our soul, and another one is super soul. This super soul is witnessing of our all actions. So what we just have to understand this thing. Janam Bandhanam, knowledge causes a bondage. Our knowledge will definitely break all kind of bondage. Limited knowledge causes us to identify with our body, not with a consciousness. Limited knowledge, we just have to go beyond the limitation of particular knowledge. We just have to try to get an unlimited knowledge. Limited knowledge will definitely make all of us fall down into this particular material world. The previous sutras explain our real self is a consciousness. When we believe that we are the body, not a consciousness, then the belief of our knowledge binds us. Why do we identify with the body? What causes us to have a limited knowledge? This explained in this particular sutras. Yoni Vagraha Kala Sariram. Yoni Vagraha Kala Sariram. Here said the origin of this group is element that the cause identification with the body. Our real thing is not our body. Our real identification is not from our body. Our soul, our karma, our behavior, our virtues, these all are our real identity, our real recognition. If all the relations are only and only because of our body, only related with our body, then why would we have to destroy our body at the time of our death? The origin of this group means origin of the people with a limited knowledge. The origin of limited knowledge is caused by elements that conceal one's true nature. To understand this, we must first understand the theory of creation in Tantra. An ultimate reality in Tantra is known as a Param Shiva. Param Shiva is a supreme God or universal consciousness. Param Shiva is a supreme Lord and universal consciousness. From Param Shiva, 36 elements are created. From these 36 elements, the manifest world is created. Param Shiva or Supreme Consciousness is present in all the 36 elements. And the Supreme Consciousness, and there is some agitations or movement that cause the element to come out. And the first few elements that appear are known as a pure element. And the first element to appear is a Shiva and passive consciousness, that is passive consciousness. Lord Shiva is a passive consciousness. Jana Drishtam Matrak. Here Matrika governs this knowledge. Matrika means our mind, our buddhi. Three elements of the mind: buddhi, which is intellect or intelligence; ahamkara, which is ego; and manas means thinking mind. Manas, our mind. There are three elements of our mind. Here Lord Shiva mentioned. First one is our buddhi. Then another one is ahankar, and last one is manas. Manas means thinking mind. And these elements of the minds are followed by the five organs of perception, sense of organ, sense of the taste, smell, sight, touch, and hearing. And then there are the five organs of the action: the vocal cord for speech, hands for handling, the feet for movement, and the genital organs for reproduction, and anus for the excretion. Udmayo Bhairavaha. Vigorous and continuous effort leads to God. Vigorous and continuous effort. You don't have to tired. You will never have to tired, because once you tired, once you exhausted, you will never reach to Supreme Lord. Lord Krishna here said, perform your duty, equipoise in all conditions, perform your prescribed duty. Niyatam kuru karma tvam, karma jaya hi akarmana. Sarira yatra vichate na parisadyate na tu akarmana. Whatever method we choose to reach God, we have to be totally committed to it. We can't achieve liberation by being half-hearted in our attempt. Just as water vaporizes at 100 degrees Celsius, in the same way, we have to be totally committed in order to reach our goal, in order to reach the Supreme Lord. Our effort must be total and continuous. Then one day, we will awaken to the higher reality. Here the literally means a chakra. Chakra is a wheel. It is actually the energy center and the area where there is a great concentration of energy. And there are also channel, nadis are following energy to flow in the body. And there are supposed to be 72,000 channels in our body. 72,000 channels in our body. 72,000 nadis in our body. And there are three that are considered to be important. The central channel, Susumna Nadi, which is the main one, extend the upward through the spine. Now the other two are Ida and also Pingla Nadi. So this is all about yoga. The different one from the body is a waking state, the dream state, and the state of deep sleep. And one enjoy the birth of the 14th state. So this is all about parapsychology, about dream psychology. Here Lord Shiva mentioned about parapsychology and dream psychology, and about differentiating oneself from the body. When we tried to differentiate our soul from our body, at that time we will definitely come out from the dream state, and also the state of the deep sleep. We will surely come out from the state of the deep sleep. One enjoy the birth of the 14th state. Janam Jagrata, this is most important. The waking state consists of the knowledge of the eternal word. Janam Jagrata, to get a self-consciousness, to get a self-awareness. First, you have to know who you are, know about yourself. If you really come to know about who you are, and if you really know yourself totally, you will surely reach to the Supreme Lord without fail. अपने आप को जान लो ना पार्थ, तुम क्या हो पहले वो तो जान लो, उसके बाद परमात्मा को जानना, उसके बाद जगत को जानना। पार्थ, पहले अपने आप को तो जान लो। लॉर्ड शिवा यस स्टेटेड, पहले अपने आप को जान लो, उसके बाद दूसरों को जानना, उसके बाद परमात्मा तक आप अपने आप पहुंचाओगे, क्योंकि आई एम सिचुएटेड इन द हार्ट ऑफ ईच एंड एवरी लिविंग एंटिटी. Once you come to know who you are, you don't need to know anything. The waking state is a primary concern with the external world. Our action and thoughts are about the external world. Our action and thoughts are all about our external world. Our education and knowledge is about the external world. What we call the waking state is actually also a dream state. Swapno Vikalpaha, the dream state is the variety of the imaging. The dream state is a variety of imaging. When we are sleeping and dreaming, we have a variety of dream. Our imagination become vivid and our mind conjured up many different dreams. Aviveko Maya Susuptam, Aviveko. your wrong behavior will definitely fall into the ignorant state. There is a no awareness in the illusory state of the deep sleep. There is a no awareness in the illusory state of the deep sleep. In the state of the deep sleep, there are no thought and no dream. The state of the deep sleep is similar to the state of enlightenment, and in that there are no thought, and however there is a no crucial difference in the deep sleep, and there is a no awareness, and we are not aware when we are in the deep sleep. We are not aware when we are in deep sleep. So I have completed 10 sutras of Shiva Sutras. I will keep continue in my another video. So I hope you all can understand. If you are having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe.